Hello and welcome to the Gaming Chronicles. Today we will begin Shining Force 2, The Ancient Seal, on the Sega Genesis Classics Library. So let's fire it up. Alrighty, first released in 1993, same year as Phantasy Star 4. Great year for Sega Genesis. Probably, in my eyes, the best year because both Shining Force 2 and Phantasy Star 4 were two of my favorite RPGs of all time. And thanks it be to my good friend back in the day when we were kids who introduced me to this series. So here we have a nice little opening cutscene of Slade the Thief and his two compadres that apparently go on misadventures with him. So he's in this dark underground cave, shrine, whatever, ruins, we don't know. The hidden room of the ancient shrine. And what is he looking for? We don't know. But we know he was looking for this room. It wasn't chance that he came upon this room, and he's looking for something very specific. Asking, I wonder if they're here. Well, what is he looking for? Yes, thank you for putting the power water back so I could get it later. So he's looking for jewels. And if we play this for the first time, of course, we're like, we don't know what's going on really. This is just cool that there was actually a cutscene in the beginning of this game that was like this, right? And here we go. The Jewels of Light and Evil. And we cut to King Granseal. I can't remember what his name is. In one of the Shining Force, is it Gaiden or CD or one of the in-between stories between Shining Force 1 and 2, I believe this king is one of the characters in like your party, and he's kind of a in his younger days, I think, is he like a rogue, a thief, or of his own respect? But then he becomes a responsible leader, and eventually founds him and another couple of individuals that we'll run into later found Granseal and build this place up. But anyway, and it's a shame that this game does not connect anything with that in-between game, because it gives us some good context, and I think it puts the king into perspective in a new light. How he I guess changed over time. Anyway, back to Slade and his two pals. You wimp, let me do it. So they can't. They're having problems getting them out. They try to pull on a gem or one of the jewels, and the jewel won't budge no matter what they do. So Slade, he's smarter than the average fella. He thinks, well, if that doesn't work, let's try something else. Hold both at the same time, Who would have thought? Anyway, he figures it out, and he gets them. But a couple of questions here, right? How did Slade find out, one, about the existence of this place? And how did he find out about the existence of the jewels? And why was he after them? Was he... We later learn through a conversation within the group, within the Shining Force, that Slade was a thief and gave to the poor, but was that his intent? I mean, was this just like gonna be like a big payout so he could stop thieving, or was he going to try and help out the citizens of either Granseal or Gollum? We We don't know. But anyway, the ground starts rumbling and shaking. Uh-oh. Get up, man. And so things start happening. A big storm, or the big storm outside, becomes worse. And it kind of begs the question, why is the king and the minister up late at night? Maybe they were talking, who knows. But the ancient tower. Apparently they can see the ancient tower from the windows of the castle. And apparently the ancient tower is collapsing. Well, how? Yeah, it should be impervious. I don't know how it was collapsing, because it's not collapsed in any... It doesn't look like it's collapsed when we start playing and when we get to the tower, right? And when we see the tower. Anyway, here comes a soldier. The sealed door is open. So this is bad news. Because, yeah, apparently it can't be opened. And so, does the minister and the king, do they know about the jewels? The king probably does, we don't know. But apparently, the sealed door is impossible to open. So the minister goes and says, okay, let's go figure this out. But I don't know why he says collapsing. I wonder if that's an incorrect translation, because it doesn't make sense otherwise. Because the tower, when we play the game in any part of the playthrough, it doesn't appear to have collapsed. Maybe it's sunk into the ground a bit, but I don't think so. Anyway, King Granseal is left by himself. Everything is so strange, King Granseal. Must be your nerves. It's not your nerves. What? Is that Dracula? Vlad, is that you? You must have seen the silhouette. What? It's a flying goblin. We'll find out who he is later. It was a little frustrating that he didn't introduce himself, that we had to play through the game to find out who this guy was who was hovering in the air. And he casts a spell at King Granseal and inflicts him with something, and then he just disappears. So what is going on? We don't know, but that's a pretty cool opening cutscene, eh? Alright, copyrighted 1994 in North America. I can't remember which month it was released, but anyway, let's get started. Alright, yes, we're finally here, and I am confused. No, I don't know why I'm here. Use a spell on you. You can't escape from this mystery forest unless you help me. I don't see any forest. Oh wait, these are my old save files. We're going to delete. I don't think it matters. Let's just delete the first one. Yeah. Let's start, and we will be Data 1. Alrighty, so the default name of the character is Bowie. I never liked this name. And so in my first playthrough where I named the character, I gave him some dumb name. But then when I decided, okay, what's his default name? And I saw that, I'm like, well, that's even dumber than the one I came up with. So I've never liked this name. And I will just use the name that I most commonly use, which we saw a glimpse of there. that I could tolerate enough. I don't like to spend a lot of time on names. Let's see. Do we want to go Darian or Darius? I don't know. Darian sounds fine. So we'll be Darian, and that's not a great name, I'm sure either. But to my own ears, it's better than Bowie. So bear with me for anybody who may not like the name Darian. That's who we are. And I thought about entering in the cheat code just so we could do the turbo, but I figured it doesn't matter. Difficulty level. Okay, so all the difficulty levels are the same except for super. Somehow there was I don't know if it was a coding error or they actually didn't have time to program in what they wanted to for the to make all 4 different difficulty levels, but ouch, hard, and normal are all the same. I'm not sure what happened when they were programming it and developing it, but something happened or something didn't happen. And super is the only one that is different. Super is different in that the enemies get a 25% attack bonus. And really, it's the only difficulty level which is actually challenging. So we're going to do super. Because honestly, hard and normal, ouch, whatever. The other difficulty, it's not, I don't know. It just doesn't make it as satisfying. So, you're a brave person. Thank you. Now, good luck. You have no time to waste. Alright. So, we wake up or start waking up in our room. We have a little lantern, a couple beds. Why is there 2 beds? Oh, that's right. We share the room with our mother, who is downstairs waiting for us. Good morning, Darian. You woke up late this morning. Did the storm wake you up? Hurry to school. Sir Astral and Sarah must be waiting. Alright, so this is our mother. Our father, we don't get a lot, but investigated the book. A book, Attitude of Soldiers. But we later learn throughout the game that our father was a great soldier, and that he was one of the individuals who helped, I think, found the town. And if we come in here, nothing in the vase. Sir Astral is the wisest person in Granseal. He's such a great man, he opened a school all by himself. You must realize how lucky you are. He thinks of you as his own grandson, referring to, of course, the elderly man that we just talked to. Sometimes he may badger you, but that's because he loves you. So apparently this elderly couple are close to us, like family. We don't know how or why. Are you going to school? Sir Astral certainly is a great person. He even teaches a mischievous kid like you. So why am I a mischievous kid? Yes, it is. Hey, wake up, kid. If I have to be awake, you have to be awake. No one sleeps. Alright, what else? We can't... Yeah, we can't buy anything. Hello, would-be customer. You unruly boy. There's no school outside. Go to school. So we can't leave town. Not yet, anyway. Nothing in here yet. Alright, and let's see, over here, this is, I don't think there's anything inside these. Yeah, nah. Alright, and I think we can't go to the harbor yet. All ships left earlier this morning. Okay. And that is the school. We'll go there when... Okay, there's the priest. Is that it? Oh, hello. Okay, fine. Man. He ran to me so quickly I could barely get up to the screen. Alright. Yeah. Jeha, or Jaha, I don't know what's the right. I think it's Jeha because most people say Jeha, and that, anyway, that sounds fine. Alright, this Chester, and here's Sarah. Hi, Darian, how are you? Sir Astral's in the basement, but he looks strange today. Huh, strange in what way? A book, Healing Magic. Look before you leap. Nothing to fear but fear itself. Alright. No pain, no gain. Is this true? Yeah, but what? Alright, Sega Guide. Sounds good. Little dinosaurs. What? Be good. The Legend of Max. Hey! It's time to start school. Okay, I'm coming up soon. Okay. An old goat, sir. Guide to the castle. Study of yogurt. What? Is that a reference to Spaceballs? Yay, medical herb. We will need this. So in super difficulty, we need our healing items. Did you feel something evil or anything? No? Nothing? No. What's wrong? Well, I just wanted to have a conversation. Yeah, that's right. Chester is nodding off. Okay, let's start. Alright, where did we leave off yesterday? Sir Astral. In barges a soldier. The minister would like you to come to the castle. Okay. And Sir Astral is another character who... sorry kids, I have to go to the castle, stay here. Who I wish that we would have gotten a little bit more connection to the past, because he was instrumental in founding Granseal and doing a lot of like history that leads up to this game and this story. The king is sick, but I think it must be something else. He was acting so strange. Like Chester has this really good intuition somehow. Hey, let's go to the castle. They're just kids, they won't let us in. I have a plan. If we say no, then like she goes back into her seat, I think. Then I'm not going either, but if you change your mind, let me know right away. So, no, we can just sit here and, oh, okay. Shining Force 2 never happens. The end. Just kidding. Yep, let's go. So, when this happened, and we have our first 3 Force members, I got kind of worried, thinking, wait a minute, there's only 4 or 3 members on our force. This can't be right. Oh wait, not Chester. My bad. Give it to... Oops, doing a little bit of a button failing here. Give it to Sarah. Stock her up. So, it was worrisome to me that we only, excuse me, had 3 Force members to start out with. Let's go ahead and save game. This first part and first battle are a little bit noisome on super difficulty, because, well, I continue, yeah. Just because of the increased attack, and let's see, it's just attack, it's not health. Halt! Oh yes, Sir Astral called us. He left a package behind. What? Really? Oh, okay, that sounds totally legit. I'm not even gonna ask you for the package. Just, yeah, go ahead and go ahead. And this guy, he's he's the skeptical one. But apparently he's the junior guard, and he doesn't have a say in it because we got let in. Northern Gallum is a country on our border, but we are allies. Do we really need to guard our country? But they're wrong. I've almost forgotten how to fight. I'm going to the ancient shrine in the south to kill some rats. Alright, well, good luck, dude. We got the barracks here. Those are the night watches. Getting some rest. We haven't opened the door for many years. A deep dark well, very cool. Here's the armory. This is kind of neat. But what we're here for is for these three things. Mostly the medical herb. Angel wing wheel will sell for money. And antidote. I don't think we'll need that. Yeah, we don't. We don't encounter any enemies that can poison us for a little while. Let's see, I don't think there's anything over here. Yeah, just trees. Oh, let's go to the kitchen. Hello. Soldiers eat here every day without doing work, but I think that's okay. A soldier's job is fighting. Well, yeah, if the soldiers are actually doing fighting, you should make them help out with the chores, yo. She brought the king his breakfast over an hour ago. And then this guy. It's been very warm lately. Oh, hey, look. Oh, we're not? Well, then why was the door open? It doesn't even, and the room doesn't even have a door. You know what I mean? It's like, if you don't want randos like me to come into your room, don't leave the door open. Or better yet, have a door in the first place so I can knock on it. Watch for invaders, huh? Okay, let's go up to Z's Tower, see what this place is all about. How fine the view is. I can see the eastern continent from here. Holy cow. You've got good vision to be able to see the eastern continent. Or maybe he means the eastern part of the continent. Because there's no way he can see Parmesia from here. I saw Sarastler going into the king's bedroom. He was in such a hurry. Do you know why? Well, no. No, tell us anything. This is King Granseal's public room. You must be pupils. You look too young to work for the king. Why don't you go back to school? Well, because our teacher is gone. He is usually down here by now. I thought the king would be the last person to oversleep. Alrighty, hello. I'm a messenger from Gallum. I came here to see the king. But he's still sleeping. No. Why didn't the king eat? A book, treasures. A book, Granseal Kings. There's only been one, right? There's this, like, King Granseal is the first Granseal king, I think. It's a sacred place, only the king can go. Well, the minister went there last night. Anyway. Let's come upstairs and check out the party. We got the king, Astral, the minister, and Princess Ellis, the king's daughter. Nothing is wrong with his body, but he is suffering badly from something. Well, they're stumped. They have no idea. And then Sarastral sees us, and oops, we've been found out. Yeah, oops. Like, we didn't think our plan all the way through, and yeah, Sarah is right. We just followed you. Don't lie to me. You wanted to see the castle, didn't you? They're my pupil. The minister does not get out much if he doesn't know what Sarastral's students look like. Or even that he has them. Oh, they look like good kids. You must have a special reason to have him here, right? He's like giving Sarastral an opportunity to save face. Well, whatever you meant or didn't mean, we just got a glare. You said the door of the ancient tower is open. There must be a connection between the open door and the king's sickness. Well, kinda, but not really. Kinda. I mean, it does make you wonder. So the mystery figure, right, who we later learn is Gesh. Why? I wonder, why did he inflict the king with sickness? I think that it was probably because he needed to be sick in order for the next part of the plan to happen. I called them here to help me investigate the tower. So well, let's get through this scene, and then we'll don't give me any more trouble, and then we'll start blabbing about all this stuff. Legend regarding the tower. Do I need to go to school again? Making a rug? Really? That's what's in your bookshelves? So here's the king's room. How is this place lit up? There's no... Oh, there's a fireplace. Okay, I was gonna say, I didn't see any torches or candles, but both the princess and her father have a fireplace. Masterpieces. Castle romance. So she's into romance books and art. Hello. And if we come up here, a smallest piece of stilt. Daria is flustered. So, do we have any kind of relationship with the princess? Do we know the princess? That is kind of unknown. But anyway, let's keep going. This might be a good opportunity for you to learn how to properly serve your king. Are you ready? Yep. Good, let's go. Whoa! He's fast for an old man. I think he's 70 years old, as we learn later in the game. Okay, I'm going. Okay, so we'll get the piece of mithril that's behind the tower in a bit. We won't get it right now, but this is cool. See, it doesn't look like the tower is collapsed at all, right? We'll even go behind it. And the piece of mithril is just like right in the middle behind it. I'm going to say this up front. I am proud of the fact that I found... did I find all of them? No, there was, I can't remember. I found 13 or 14 of the 15 pieces of mithril by myself, and that was actually one of them. I will explain why on earth I was even able to do that later. But let's get through this scene first. There you are, Darian. Stay here. I'll take a look inside the tower. What a mysterious tower. I wonder who built it. I have a strange feeling about this place. What's this? I think I've seen this before. A little magic circle. What's happening? Look, something is appearing. What's that? Oh, look, it's an evil gizmo, a devil that possesses people. Why are you here? Where are you going? What? Wait! You're here to possess the king, aren't you? I won't let you pass. You shall not harm the king. Oh, dear. This does not look good at all. Alrighty. So, if we there we go. If we come up here, and normally their attack, I think, is 8. Now, from 8 to 10, that doesn't seem a big deal. But when they're already doing, 2 damage anyway, and that goes from 2 to 3 or 4, and we have nothing for health right now, just like a regular Shining Force game. Excuse me. that leads to problems. So we have to be very careful about our strategy, and be very methodical about our battle if we don't, if we don't want to have a lot of deaths. So the way that I found works for me to do this, because fortunately the enemy, they do have a different methodology of um, engaging the party, and so we'll just kind of let them come to us. Let's see, I think this is the pattern that we need to set ourselves up in, so we'll just wait. But anyway, let's talk about the mithril up front. So I found 13 or 14 of the pieces by myself without any assistance from like the Sega magazine. The internet didn't exist back then, but so I was very proud of that. Now, the one behind the tower, that's one of those there's like, okay, yeah, sure, right, whatever. Well, it all started when I found one totally by accident. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's 33%, or yeah, that's 33% of our health, a third of our health. Now, and that's the second thing, is the enemy forces do have an increased chance of hitting us, or not hitting us, of dodging our attacks. I'm not sure by how much, but it does exist. Okay, good job. So, they have an increased chance to dodge. I'm not sure how much what the ratio is. Oh crap, see, that's not good. Okay, we'll just come down here and heal. And then we're gonna have to let yeah, that's 2 hits. Okay, we're gonna have to let him take 1 more hit. I don't know, maybe maybe it would be best if we had... Okay. Another thing about Shining Force 2 is the enemies don't always go after your main character. I don't know exactly how they calculate or how they determine who they're going to attack. Oh, bodagget. But it's not like always the main character. This is not in our favor. We could be in trouble here. So this illustrates well, I think, why this first battle is pretty dicey. So Chester's down. This is pretty normal for us to lose somebody in the first battle, and really from this point we might as well just cast Egress. There's no way without all 3 of us that we can do much else. So yep, Chester's exhausted. We gotta revive him, and you have to have all 3 members of your party. So this first battle is yeah, it's an annoyance because you have to cast Egress frequently, and this is just on super difficulty. This isn't on you know, normal difficulty. This is just on super. Once we get even 1 level with everybody, it'll make a phenomenal difference. But until we get there, we have to deal with this nonsense. Anyway. But going back to the mithril. So down in the south of Granseal, there is the ancient shrine, right? Where Slade went to get the jewels and where that power water is. Now, outside of the cave, as most, if not all, Shining Force players know, there is a place where you can find a piece of mithril on like kind of like an outcropping of the mountains that surround the shrine. Well, I think it was my third playthrough, third or fourth, I can't remember. It's been many times that I've played through this game, but I accidentally found it. Up until then, I had, excuse me, up until then, I hadn't even found the Dwarven village yet. I was still pretty, I guess, really super casual in my playthroughs. I didn't care much about like finding out the secrets or if there were secrets, you know, and so when I accidentally found it, I think I just did an accidental button mash when I thought I turned the corner when really I hit the side of the mountain or whatever happened. I don't know. But however it happened, I found that mithril, and then something. It was one of those moments, you know. And for those who play RPGs and discover something, I don't want to say monumental, but discover something for yourself that kind of it just makes something click within you or snap within you or turn on, and I'm like, I just found a secret of the game, and I was, you know, a young kid, and so the fact that I found this, even though it was by accident, was pretty fantastic, and it set me off on this this mission to search everything in the game for more of these mithril pieces, because up until then I had gotten the mithril from, you know, the treasure chests like in Hassan that were obviously you know, that were like obvious to get, and and you know, those first few playthroughs I'm like, what's this mithril for? What's this mithril nonsense? And not ever using it because, of course, I never got to the dwarven village. But then when I found that piece of mithril, albeit albeit by accident, then I started searching everywhere, like everywhere in the mountains, all of the trees, everything, all of the like the battlegrounds. It was ridiculous, quite frankly, and I became obsessed with finding all of the pieces of mithril, and that was, I think, kind of the a glimpse of my future, that I would be this completionist. Oh crud! Oh, thank you, Darian. Yeah, take that, you. Oh, that was almost a game over for us. Well, now it is a game over for us. Oh, bother. Like I said, this is normal. Oh, man. And we lost half of our gold. Which, you know, normally it's not a big deal, except for the fact that, we do need money to buy, you know, medicinal supplies. And right now they're not doing us enough good because we're taking a lot of damage, or we're taking way too much damage, and the turn order, right? The turn order RNG is not in our favor right now. Hasn't been for the last couple battles. And we could have argued and said, well, we could have, even though Chester died, we could have fought it out. And yeah, we could have, but I think that once one person dies, it's kind of pointless. But anyway, yeah, we have to struggle through this until we get. Let's see, should I? I am pretty darn sure that this is the strategy. I mean, really, the strategy is all about getting the gizmos to you know, come to you slowly. Let's put Chester right here first off. I don't think it matters really. Maybe we want Sarah here. I don't know. Put Sarah up there on that crack. We want that tile with the crack on it because that has the area effect or land effect of 30%, which gives us a defense boost of that value. And so it's better for whoever gets attacked first to be on that tile. And so that's where the strategy of being on bother. I don't know, let's shuffle it up. I don't know. Maybe this will work better. To draw this gizmo down further. And then that way our MC is not taking the first hit and he can tank that second one. Except that he missed. Yeah, the misses are missing even one hit is disastrous in this first battle, as we can see. You kind of have to have almost a perfect fight to not lose somebody. So now, yeah, the gizmo's gonna go next, and it's gonna make it so Sarah. Oh, maybe if Darian hits this guy. Okay, good job, Darian. No one's leveled up still. Okay, we've gotta take this gizmo out before the next one comes down. Otherwise, we're gonna be in trouble because now those two are gonna, or one of those is gonna start coming down with the other one. Let's see. Let's have you retreat. Yeah, this first battle is possibly the most difficult battle in the game. Not even lying. Just on a standpoint that our HP it's not the most difficult battle. It is one of the most difficult battles in the game. The chest battle remains to be... Oh, come on. I think the most difficult battle in the game. I don't know, but this is up there. I would say this is a top 5 when you play. Oops, we accidentally stayed instead of healing, and that's why we give our fighters healing items. All right, good job, Darian. All right, level 2. He got an MP too. Okay, defense only by 1. Sometimes you get lucky, and he gets his defense increases by 2. And that's a big deal when he does. Alright, so we healed ourselves. Hooray, hooray. It looks like that gizmo is going after our MC. Let's put you back up here. I think everybody is... Yeah, alright. So... let's go ahead and put you up here. Yeah, because I want you to come down so that we have a full turn to attack the one gizmo. Yeah, and counting movement squares is important, so you know if the enemy can reach you or not. So I'll be doing that in various battles, just to show that. Okay, so let's go ahead and put Chester up here. I think we're okay to kind of advance this far up. But anyway, going back to the Mithril, right? The Mithril, after I gave myself this commission to find all the Mithril, I became obsessive, and I found all but 1 or 2 of the pieces. The embarrassing one that I couldn't find, or that I couldn't figure out how to get to, was the one in the Pakalon treasury. Now, the one in the Pakalon Treasury is, of course, you go into a room, and you can see this treasure chest behind a locked door, but how do you get to it? Well, it was my cousin who showed me, ultimately, how to get to that treasure chest, and I felt so dumb. Alright, defense by 2. That is fantastic. And anyway, so my cousin showed me how to find that piece. And then I think was it the one in the mountain range? I don't think it was the mountain range in Creed's mansion. No, it was. It was the one in Creed's mansion. So, well, not Creed's mansion, but in the Devil's Tail, right? So in the battleground that you have to fight before you get to Creed's mansion is that area called the Devil's Tail. And in the mountain range, of course, there is a piece of Mithril, but it's on the north side. Up until that point, I thought that Mithril could only spawn on the let's see, it would be the the west-facing sides of the mountains. Since you find, up until that point, you find 2 pieces of Mithril on the west-facing sides of the mountains. So I thought, oh, if there's any Mithril to be found in the mountains, they're on the west-facing side. That was my logic. And when, I think it was once again that same cousin who pointed that out to me, said, no, it's, check this out, and so he showed me how to find that one. Nice hit, Darian. And so those 2 pieces of Mithril were found by him, but I found the other 13 pieces by myself, including the one behind the Granseal Tower, and the one as Granseal, in the Granseal town when the earthquake is ripping apart the town. At least I think I did. Maybe it was that one that my cousin pointed out, and I did find the one behind in the Devil's Tail. But anyway, the point is, my obsessive searching for Mithril found me some of the very obscure ones, like the one behind the tower, the one under the Gallum gel in that secret tunnel, and if it was taped, my ridiculousness in that tunnel, like I literally searched almost every single square for Mithril. Jeez. That was a long playthrough. That was a really long playthrough. Anyway, so yeah, let's continue. This, let's see, where are we? We're level 222, okay. I want to get to level 3 or 4. Now that we've gotten to level 2, our survivability has increased considerably. We do need to get more medical herbs, though, if they'll let us buy any. Oh, will they not let us buy them? Dang it. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. At least Jester got the +2 defense. That's really good. I really wish Darian would have got the +2 defense, because he still takes 4 damage on the 15% land effect tiles. Yeah, we would already been done with this battle on normal. we would not have lingered so long. All right. Here we go. And I think on my very first playthrough, on normal difficulty, I played this battle way too long. I stayed way too long on this battle. But anyway, alright, let's just go through it again. What else can we muse about here while we fight gizmo after gizmo after gizmo? Oh, let's talk about Gesp, right? And King Granseal and him getting sick and this whole setup for this game. So, I can't remember if it's theory or if it's canon. However, the thought is that everything was this whole thing was set up by Gesp. that it was Gesp who told Slade about the two ancient jewels, or the two oh, here they come, the two jewels, and that now that Slade knew where these two legendary jewels were, excuse me, Gesp was sure that Slade would go and search for them and get them, and that by doing so it would, unseal and open the ancient tower door. Come on, you gotta hit that. You gotta make that hit. And thereby, it would allow these evil spirits to start to appear and run amok, or at least one. Another MP. Holy cow, that is unusual. Very cool, but unusual. Anyway, it was all set up by Gesp. The pardon me. The telling Slade about the jewels, him making the king sick so that his mind and body were weakened. And the original plan, it was thought that, let's see, those guys are coming down. Alright, Sarah, you're gonna have to get in the fray here. Nice hit. Nice hit. Ooh, do we want... okay, we'll leave you down one. Or down here where you are. Yeah, you're gonna get hit. I think you're gonna get hit by 3, yeah. Let's save you here. Alright, come get some. Anyway, and then it was, the plan was for the gizmo to possess King Granseal. Not necessarily excuse me, not necessarily King Gallum, as that's what happened it to be. So King Granseal, fortunately for him, right, let's go ahead and use the Metaclorb, yeah. Just for safety's sake. So King Granseal fortunately had Sir Astral on his side, which Gesp was not necessarily expecting, and so King Granseal was cured, or exorcised of the demon, as we, pardon me, see later on. But then Gesp, being smart as he was, he had a backup plan the whole time. Okay, your defense is 6. Actually, let's leave you down here. Please don't attack twice, of course. And enemies also. Did I mention the enemies have a increased chance of attacking twice? They have an increased chance of doing every action. Pardon me. Man, I am hurting for some hydration. Increased chance of counterattack, increased chance of second attack, increased chance to dodge an attack. So in this first battle, it's so critical that we don't miss. It's so critical that they don't counter. It's so critical that they don't attack twice. That in that case, as we saw, it is fatal when it does happen. Alright, so everybody has died once. That's not the last gizmo, yeah? Okay, yeah. That guy, he just hangs out up there until we go and get him, I think. Alright, good. I can one-shot the gizmos now with Victarion. Alright. we're almost to the point where we can. Oh wait. All right. Yeah. All right. We'll go ahead and save and call the episode. Just so that we can kind of break this first battle up. And then when we come back for our next episode, we will overcome these evil gizmos and move on with our lives and with the story. Yes, that is it for today. I am tired of getting beaten up by gizmos. Alright, until our next episode. So long for now.